Hello and welcome in to Empowered Empaths Headquarters. I'm Jan James, if we haven't met before, helping empaths to support them in their journey through the difficulties that they experience. I'm here to help and support you in any way I can, and to use all the knowledge I have as a therapist to help you to live life in a more peaceful way. I wanted to come in today and talk to you a little bit about the shadow self. There's a lot of talk in there about the dark side, your shadow self, and it all sounds a little bit ominous, doesn't it? A bit scary, and not something you'd really want to dive in and discover. I mean, who would, when it all sounds a bit scary? So I wanted to come in and shine a little bit of a light onto this mysterious thing, and what appears to be quite a distasteful part of ourselves. Now, it only appears this way because of the labelling. You know, words are very powerful and can have you believing there's something horrible about it. You know, the reference to dark or shadow, makes it feel a little bit heavy and scary. And there is a tendency to label things as good or bad, dark or light. And hidden in that is a message that somehow is something you would want to avoid naturally. You can see why, you might think that it is something to be avoided as it appears so unpleasant. If you know me by now, from the Facebook page, if you don't, I just want to let you know that I do think a little bit outside the box. Well, a lot, actually. And prefer my own definitions to share with you. I'll choose a more natural and realistic meaning to give to stuff. Because I won't frighten you with words or make something out to be difficult or painful when it clearly isn't. The only frightening thing about the dark or the shadow self is the fear itself, the labelling of it. In reality, it's all just about being human. Human beings have a full scale of behaviours, thoughts, feelings, from wonderful at one end of the scale, love and light, all the way to the other end, nastiness and dark. Full stop. All human beings have this. You, me, everyone. We then have a choice as to what we entertain. Some days you'll be the light bringer. Other days you'll be full of pain and shooting pain darts and negativity. Some days you'll be understanding. And on others you'll judge and criticise. Some days you'll be open and welcoming to people. On others you'll shut the door that firmly. You'll not accept them at all. This is just the way it is. Does this make you feel uncomfortable, this idea? That's okay. It's normal. There's a tendency to not want to look at the things you don't like about yourself. Quite normal. This is because you've labelled them as bad, because of your upbringing and the conditioning of society. You've told yourself that there's something wrong with you and you should be better. No. You're human. That's it. Accepting that you can be anywhere on that scale is so freeing, because then it's no longer wrong or bad. It just is. You can make choices about how you react to stuff that happens or anything that's coming up within you. You can improve how you feel inside, but there's absolutely no point in continuing to deny or make wrong the stuff that just happens. I really don't get why this is all made out to be so mysterious, in effect keeping you stuck and confused, wondering, how can I get rid of all this horrible stuff inside of me? You don't have to. Because, all it does is lead to over-analysis and trying to work out how you can be a better person. The pain of this can be intense. There's nothing wrong with you. You're a human being. There's lots of chat around the shadow self being, the stuff. It might involve the stuff we're carrying from previous lives, for example, from family trauma that's come down the family line, or lessons that we've come here to learn. Maybe. Who knows? But one thing I do know is if you analyse this, you won't make it any better. Trying to uncover all the scary darkness and shadows won't actually work anyway. And really, if you were meant to know, you would. So, give it up. What does work is to move forward from now with allowing whatever is there to be. And moment by moment, you start to make choices about what you focus on and what you don't. To accept that, you have a tendency to judge, criticise, be miserable, moan, complain, or whatever. It's like, and why make it a problem? Why label yourself as wrong, incorrect, or not good enough? You're a human being. This is not a perfect state. So give up the need to make it one. You can always get help. You can always make changes to the way that you respond and the way that you feel at any time. You can improve that in terms of, how you're feeling inside. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. And that's what I've popped in to tell you today, just to get some light on it and a little bit of clarity around messages that are out there about the shadow self, and you've got to heal it and you've got to delve into it. Have you tried doing that? Did it make any difference? Are you any the wiser? No. But you can accept that you're human. You can accept as an empath you have sensitivities, and you have stuff that that happens to you that you are aware of. But as for all of this being a problem, my message is always about, it doesn't have to be. Reach out for the help that you need if you need it, and just accept. You're human. You are enough. And you can make improvements in terms of how you feel, but that's never to make you a better person. Give up the need to be better. You are who you are, uniquely you, and you don't have to do that anymore. As always, get in touch with me. Send me a message if you've got any questions you'd like me to talk about, or let me know what you need help with, because I can always write about that or do some videos for you. Or you can contact me about the programs that I'm running. I'll actually put the link to the website is on the blurb underneath, so that you can get maybe some free advice. I've got blogs on there. We've also got details of all the programs that you can get involved in, and also about working with me one-to-one, if that's something you'd like to do too. So until I speak to you next time, bye for now.